folks. My name is John White, and I'm the pastor at First Presbyterian Church in Jackson, Tennessee. I'm glad you're joining us today for our video devotional. If you hear some background noise, it is Weed Eater Man. Weed Eater Man runs around the building searching for me, and then he stands outside whatever room I'm in and runs his weed eater. Happens all the time. It even happened during our Maundy Thursday service. You know, that service where we're trying to be so quiet and calm and reserved. He's outside the sanctuary running his weed eater. So during a hymn, I had to sneak out the back of the sanctuary, you didn't see me go, and run across the parking lot in my robe like Batman. Weed Eater Man saw me coming and a look of panic crossed his face. What is this guy doing, charging me with his robe? And I just had to ask him very nicely to please turn off his weed eater, which he did very nicely. But anyway, he follows me around the building running his weed eater wherever I am, so that, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but he's out there right now, of course. All right, now, I asked you to memorize something the other day. Romans 12:12. Rejoice in hope, be patient in suffering, and persevere in prayer. Those are some important words to remember during this COVID-19 virus when we're apart from each other. We have the hope of the gospel. We have the hope that this is going to pass. We are patient in suffering because we know that suffering isn't going to last forever, that one day, and it may be very soon, Jesus is coming back. And when he does, his kingdom will come in all its fullness, and there will be no more death, there will be no more tears, there will be no more lying or suffering or grief. He will wipe all those things away, and we will live forever in his kingdom. So while we're in suffering, we can be patient and know that help is on the way. And finally, persevere in prayer. Come, Lord Jesus. I say it every day. Come, Lord Jesus. We look forward to the day when things on earth will be as they are in heaven. We long for that day, and that is our hope and our joy and our ability for patience. It gives us our ability for patience. Come, Lord Jesus. Okay. Today I've got another verse for you to memorize, and you may have already memorized it. It's from Matthew, the 12th chapter. Hold on. Matthew, the 7th chapter, verse 12. And basically what it says is, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And that's what we can use for this part of the memory verse. If you look it up, it is changed somewhat from that. It says, in all things do unto others as you would have them do unto you, for this is the law and the prophets. But for memory's sake, we can just remember Matthew 7:12, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That goes for all things. That covers a lot of territory these days. Just yesterday, I was riding down the road with my wife, and as she always does, she looks around my car for one of my hidden treats. I usually have some kind of candy in my car, and yesterday she found my Haribo bears. You know those little gummy bears, those tiny little gummy bears? I love those things, but I don't like the cherry ones. The cherry ones taste like cough syrup. And rather than just reaching in the bag and taking what she got, she's looking in the bag like, what color do I want to have? What color should I steal from my husband's bag of Haribo bears? Let's go for the orange ones. And she's in there digging around to find the orange ones. And then she digs around for the green ones. And I said, what are you doing? You just reach in the bag and take what you get. And she's like, not really, because I don't like the red ones. I'll take anything but the red ones. They taste like cough syrup. Duh. That's why I don't want the red ones. And if you just, pull out all the others, then all that's left is the red ones. And I've got a bag of cough syrup chewies. And that's no fun. That's no fun. So the thing to do is to be fair. Yeah, and you reach in the bag and you take what you get. If you get a cherry one, hey, persevere in prayer, endure in suffering, and rejoice in the hope that the next one you get is going to maybe be green. That's the way it goes. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. For this is the law and the prophets. I'm talking about Haribo bears and candy and a silly situation I had with my wife. And honestly, I don't care what she takes. She's the love of my life, and she can have whatever she wants. But these days, we're encountering some situations that are much more serious than Haribo bears. And I hope I'm saying that right. Haribo, Haribo, I don't know. You know what I mean. But these days, we're all tense. We're all under a lot of pressure. We're hoping that our stores and our churches and our events can reopen. But at the same time, we're seeing the virus count is going up. We're having to walk a fine line between what is right for our businesses and our economy and what is necessary for good health and good life. And it is stressful for everybody. And so when we encounter each other, maybe in the grocery store or just driving down the road, I hope we can do unto those whom we meet as we would have them do unto us. I hope we can smile through our masks, and you can do that. Right now, can you tell I'm not smiling? Or how about, now you know I'm smiling. We can smile through our masks. And if you can't, just draw a smiley face on your mask, okay? Speak to people in ways that build them up. Today, when I went through the grocery store line, I told the cashier, I said, you've got a tough job. You're encountering people, some of whom are wearing masks and some of whom are not. You're dealing with cash that has been who knows where. You're dealing with groceries that who knows where they've been. And I really appreciate what you do. And I think she appreciated me saying that. I would appreciate things like that if I were in her position. So say some nice things to people. Put a smile on your face, even if the face is behind a mask. Reach out to those who are different from you. We already have our differences, just natural differences in the color of our skin, our economic status, or whatever. Don't exacerbate those differences. Let love be your guide. Let care be your guide. Reach out to those who are different and say a word of praise and appreciation. Drive nicely. That's a tough thing to do sometimes. When you're mad, when you're angry, when you've got somewhere to be, you just want to cut somebody off. Let's be nice in our cars. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Think about it before you do it. Is this really something that will build someone up? Is this what I would want done to me? Is this the way I would want someone to treat my child or my parent? Let's try and do that. And the more we do that, the more like that we will receive. So Matthew 7:12, it's another memory verse. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you, for this is the law and the prophets. Have a good afternoon or evening. Blessings to you.